Hi there, my name is David Snook. I play the role of Jimmy Ray Dobbs in Peoria Players Theater's production of Bright Star. We're inviting you out to the show here at Peoria Players Theater right on University Street in the heart of Peoria. Bright Star is a bluegrass-style musical that takes place in North Carolina in the 1920s and the 1940s. It's a show that has two different storylines going on at the same time, one in the 1920s and one in the 1940s. And there's a really heartfelt connection between the two storylines that I don't want to give away that is really the heart of the show, and it's the reason why the show is so emotional and it really tugs at the heartstrings. A lot of people are going to be able to relate to it. This is a very relatable show about real people facing real everyday problems that sometimes spiral out of control. This show is inspired by a true series of events that took place. The script and music are written by Steve Martin and Edie Brickell and was nominated for a Tony Award when it premiered on Broadway. This is a score that has a lot of deep bluegrass roots, a lot of banjo music. It's one of those, if you're a big fan of country western style music, you're really gonna like the music of the show. On one end, the other end, there's a lot of really sweeping ballads that are really just gonna take your breath away. There's some really incredible performers in this production with some really amazing voices that I know getting to perform with them every night is such an honor because they just sound so darn good. Our leading lady, Amanda Montalozzo, plays the character of Alice Murphy to be exact. Alice Murphy is one of those characters that spans the 1920s and the 1940s. In the 1920s, she gets to interact with my character, Jimmy Ray, as they are love interests, and they're navigating the different challenges of young love when it's a typical situation of their parents don't necessarily want them to be together, but they find each other anyway. In the 1940s, however, she plays a newspaper editor at the Asheville Southern Journal, where a young man named Billy Kane, who's just returned from World War II, comes to her office in an attempt to try to become a writer in this post-World War II era. And his past is something that I think a lot of viewers of this show are going to find extremely interesting. Well, I think one of my favorite numbers, and I'm not just saying this because I sing it, is Whoa Mama. It's a really upbeat bluegrass boot, scoot, and dance style number that I think is really fun. A number that I'm not in is this really beautiful ballad called Asheville that I think really drives at a lot of the heart and the emotions of this show. And standing backstage, it just takes my breath away every night. It's just a really sweeping, powerful ballad that's just so beautiful. This is not your typical Broadway show. There's a lot of emotions involved, and it's not necessarily just about one theme or one emotion. I think one thing I learned from my character in particular, he's very complicated. He feels a lot of different emotions very broadly, and he feels them very deeply. And I think what I learned from that is it's okay to feel the emotions that you feel in whatever situation you're experiencing in your life, that those emotions are valid and those emotions are powerful. And I think experiencing them is a really great thing. I think you should come see the show. It's a really, really powerful story. It's going to tug at your heartstrings. It's going to break your heart and it's going to build it back up again. I think it's one of those in this kind of gloomy weather month of March. This is just a great escape. It's very powerful, like I said, but it's very uplifting. It's very entertaining as well. There's a lot of really great dance numbers, a lot of really high energy numbers. I think one of the things that I like most about this show is the way that the set, the technical elements like the lights and special effects and the performers interact with each other. This isn't one of those shows where there's a scene and then there's a blackout with a big transition. This show is very fluid. It moves very quickly, and that's to engage the audience by moving the show very quickly, but it also makes it much more interesting to watch, I feel. This is a really fun show. We're very excited to be putting this show on, and we hope that you'll come out to Peoria Players Theater to see Bright Star.
Thanks for watching the ExplorePeoria.com Entertainment Report. Please share this video on your Facebook timeline. Make sure to check out the ExplorePeoria.com events calendar, a comprehensive listing of events in the Peoria area. Plus, make sure to sign up for our free weekly e-newsletter.
Anything you need to know, and the only site you need to go, ExplorePeoria.com.